G'day, g'day from Geelong, Harley. Just down here for a bit of a meet and greet. Thought I'd do a bit of a share. Catching up with the $1 Million Bogan and the Bobhead boys. And also say g'day to Warren, Andrea, Cole and the team. As I always do when I'm down here in Geelong.
Is there anything people want to ask, or any questions, or
Is the Road King dead yet?
what's happening to the Road King? Well, apparently it got sold in Mexico for about 1,600 pesos. You'll have, if you're watching, are some people following the series? Yeah. You'll have to wait and see what happens to the Road King at the end.
What about the chick who dropped it?
Hey?
What about the girl who dropped it?
Yeah, well, I was really upset that it got dropped because I hope it's unmarked. When I gave it to her, it was... If you're following the Bolivian vlog at the moment, it's only just warming up. It's funny, some people, and I love saying this where there's people like, stop digging around, well, why don't you just get to the Bolivian death road? Well, what I should do is get a BMW 1200 GS and make the world's most boring vlog and ride straight from LA, straight to the Bolivian death road, do it, and then say that's the end of the vlog. But you can't venture into South America without saying, well, where does this track go? And I'm also trying to create cinematic footage with the drone. So, people say, why don't you put the drone up? Why do you have to climb the mountain? Well, when you've been riding 12 hours, I'm sure people that have done that, and I don't think many actual riders have done that, but if you've done it, it's pretty good to get off your bike, stretch your legs and go for a walk. So it's nice to get off and go climb the mountain and try and film that. So it's about capturing that. So when I fell off the bike in the sand, who thought that was fake? Just a show of hands? Yeah, Tom. It was. How's the guy that just rolls up with a blue pill? Because that was scripted, right? Because we've got a crew and a cast running behind us. And someone said it's the slowest high-speed crash they've seen of all time. It wasn't a crash. I was on the sand dragging my feet, and the road king tipped, and it went right into the middle of my foot. And you've got 350 kilos leaning on your foot, and I was stuck there for about 10 or 12 minutes. The hard thing about trying to capture footage is, whilst you're in pain, you also have to reach out and grab the camera and film yourself in pain. Otherwise, there's no point in doing what you do. The trick is not to die, it's to take it to the edge, but if you die, you wreck the vlog, you know what I'm saying? So you've got to push it right to the extreme and try and capture that and then bring it home and put it out. But is there any other queries regarding that?
What next?
Nothing. I'm going to do. I bought an El Diablo. I'm going to work that, so I'm going to do a build. I'm going to change that a bit. First of all, I'm going to get rid of that shitty paint job because I hate it. That's a joke. That's a dry joke. Again. I've got Colin's panhead. I bought Cole's. You've probably seen a little bit of the panhead in some clips, maybe. I'm going to modify that. And I've got Sturgis next year because I was supposed to go this year with the gentleman. But nothing really planned. I'd like to do Big Red on the Road King, but we need to change it to change. Colin's laughing. It's like, yeah, right. And change it to change chain drive, and see if I can do it there with some knobbies on. But yeah.
Sturgis on tomorrow?
Sorry?
Sturgis?
Sturgis?
Go to Sturgis?
Yeah, I am going to go next year. Yeah. Sorry, this year. Yeah. I was supposed to have gone last year, but just stuff happened and I couldn't make it. Well, I just want to say, listen up. I just want to say a massive thank you to Geelong Harley. They've basically given out all their demo bikes to the Bobhead boys in Parry. So they didn't have to do that, but they've done it. And in my view, they're the only, they're just the dealership that always step up and always help out. So it's a really good thing to be affiliated with those guys. Does anybody want to ask Parry something, or Veronica, or any of the Bobhead boys, or any questions?
Yeah. Why are you still hanging around with this fucking idiot?
Hey Daddy, are you living the dream?
Some days. Just to let you know that the Bolivia trip, out of all the trips I've done, was the toughest. I'm not saying I make it to the death road. I'm not saying that I do, but crossing Central America, across all those borders, was an absolute nightmare. And I had to edit the bad bits out, so what you saw was the good bits. But at one point there, I wanted the guard to shoot me in the head. Put me out of my misery. It was so bad. Yeah, but anyway.
The scenery was amazing.
Well, can I just say, it's just getting warmed up, the vlog, because there is a full-scale police rescue in Ecuador. I did use my e-perm, like legitimately, and I mean, I go remote, and we really only now, I've just started doing episode 27, I'm really only now just starting to head deep into Peru, so away from the coast, into the villages, and most of it now is all off-road. So, it's, yeah.
Danny, are you and Dave planning to do anything in Australia in the next few months?
Not the next few months. I've got to edit what people don't get is editing is just as much
Shitload,
time
I
as
know.
filming. So I've been trying to release a vlog every second day, and anyone that knows me or knows me well would know that, you know, you can edit a vlog, and any YouTuber here will vouch for this. It can take, depending on the content, it can take anywhere from 4 hours to 12 hours
Yep.
to edit just one 38-minute, one 41-minute vlog.
Yep.
And then you've got to upload it.
Nah, I just thought because of the great camaraderie the two of you have, I just,
Hey?
oh mate, you get, you make this guy laugh the whole fucking trip.
David's great to travel with. What's it like? I mean, tell them what's it really like on the road? 'Cause people comment and
Yeah, it's tough. Like you're riding for 12, 14 hours,
Yeah, I
1,000
see.
kilometres, you know. Sometimes your hotel doesn't exist when you get there. You don't eat, you ride. We don't have a plan. Well, Danny doesn't have a plan. I just go along for the ride. My business, you try to be in charge all the time, so it's good for me to, you know, just go on the road and just sort of tag along and not have a plan, you know, because everything is so planned in my daily life. I like being out of control, as in, you know, not spastic out of control, but, you know, taking risks and just having fun. And all you guys that ride, you know what it's like. You get on your bike and your head's just clear. But it's tough. It's testing, you know. We've had maybe 3,227 moments on the road that we've tried to kill each other.
And tell them about in Mexico when we remember on the dirt. Remember how we were scared? We were nervous, and then when we lost, what happened? Tell them what happened. This is stuff we edited out.
It's been a great adventure. Talk to these guys. And yeah, very, very positive things happen today. Every time I come down to Geelong, it's always positive. I love it down here. Love to also getting involved, talking to some of the guys. Catch you all later.